Hey YouTube, what's up? It's me, Michaela, aka Mikey. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by, and to all of my subscribers, thank you all so much. I truly appreciate your love and your support for this channel. Like I said in my last video, I cannot wait to see the growth of this channel and where we're gonna go. So definitely thank you all so much for rocking with me. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like anything that I say in this video, and also comment down below. Would love to just connect with you guys and interact with you all on here. Also too, down in the description box, you will find my social media, my Instagram, and my TikTok. So without further ado, let's get into this video. And I do want to give a trigger warning just because I know that this particular topic I'm going to be discussing today is one that can be pretty sensitive to people and triggering. So if you feel triggered by the title, then I wouldn't keep watching the video. But if you feel like you can handle this conversation, this topic, then feel free to stay. I would definitely appreciate you staying. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about my journey with suicidal thoughts and just really how I have gotten to a place of no longer having those thoughts. And I wanted to make this video just because it's something that I have just kind of been thinking about a lot. You know, for a few years, I really battled with this. I feel like it was kind of like a seasonal thing or situational thing. Different situations that I was experiencing in my life would cause me to really get into this low place. And it started my junior year of college. That was when I really first noticed that I was having those thoughts. And I would, have those thoughts, and then I'd think about my family, and then I would stop thinking about it. Weeks or months would go by, everything would be fine, and then I'd have those thoughts again. And then I'd think about family, friends, and then I'd stop having those thoughts. But then as time went on, as I was starting to figure out life, becoming an adult, moving to Los Angeles from Kentucky, just really experiencing a new city for the first time, like living in a new city, those thoughts just continuously started to come back. And I was noticing that it was coming whenever I was either in a place where I was just unhappy with my life, where I felt like I wasn't good enough, I felt like I wasn't pretty enough, I felt like I wasn't talented enough, money wasn't enough. Like anytime there was like that feeling of not enoughness, that would kind of like start the ball of me feeling those suicidal feelings and having those thoughts, and really getting to a place of even kind of starting the planning processes of like, okay, well, what would it look like if I actually executed this out? What kind of burden would that be on my family? And then that would make me even more emotional. And so what helped me get out of that place was, number one, talking about it. I know suicide is a topic that a lot of people don't really want to talk about because it's triggering, it's emotional, it's sad, it's dark. It's not really the lightest subject to discuss, but so many people are going through it, and so many people feel like they don't have anyone to talk to, and that's why a lot of people actually go through with it, because they feel alone and they feel like they have no one that they can talk to, or the people that they can talk to or have in their life to talk to may not be the best people, because not everyone knows how to deal with that topic. They just don't. A lot of people have good intentions, they mean well, but not everyone knows the right things to say or even how to navigate suicide, because it's such a topic that we tend to kind of like not discuss as much as I think we should. Another thing that helped me along with talking about it was talking about it in a way that didn't make it overly emotional. I know for me, part of the reason why I didn't want to share it with friends and family was because I didn't want them to be upset, and I didn't want them to worry about me and to kind of just like be on my neck in a way, because now that I've told them this, they're going to be checking up on me every 5 minutes. Like, I didn't want that. But at the same time, not talking about it to people wasn't helping me either, because me not expressing how I felt to people was allowing me to continue those thoughts and to continue digging that hole deeper and deeper into, okay, what could I do to execute this plan? How am I going to do it? Just all those things. But the minute I started talking to people about it and sharing with friends and with family, what I was going through, they definitely helped me a lot. I have to thank my parents. I don't want to get too emotional, but I am just grateful that I was able to have parents that I could talk to about this. My mom, she has worked in the mental health space before. She's a social worker. So, you know, she has dealt with all kinds of people. So she was someone that I could talk to. And then my dad as well, you know, he was also someone that I could share this with. And he definitely helped me with just kind of getting out of that place. And another thing that helped me was going to therapy. Now, I know people have their own thoughts about therapy. Some people don't feel like they need it, which is cool. You know, I definitely go through moments where I feel like I need it and then moments where I feel like I don't. But in that particular season, therapy definitely helped because it allowed me to share what I was going through with someone who didn't necessarily have such a strong emotional attachment to me. So they were able to kind of give me an objective view of my situation and of my experience and just kind of give me their perspective in that way. But one thing that my therapist helped me with, and I don't know if maybe this will be helpful to someone else, but the different things that I was explaining to her, I was letting her know I don't want to be a burden to them, you know, my family and friends. And so me not being here, I felt like made me less of a burden. But then she helped me realize, no, actually you not being here would be more of a burden. And so when she kind of helped me think of it like that, it definitely helped with me not wanting to move forward with that act because I knew that it would hurt the people that I love the most, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to cause them more hurt and pain by doing something as severe as suicide. And then some other things that have helped me on my suicidal journey as well is really focusing on the things that I love, the things that I enjoy doing, and focusing on the people that I love. So if there was ever, you know, a time where I just kind of felt low, I would do something I enjoy doing, whether it's dance, taking a dance class, going to yoga class, watching a movie, getting some good food, chilling with friends, kicking it, going out, doing something, or reading, even just praying, meditating. Sometimes for me, it's just taking those moments to just be within myself and with God and spirit really helps me a lot. But that has definitely been something that has helped me on my journey as well, because I noticed whenever I was in those seasons of having those suicidal thoughts, it was because I was not doing something that I truly loved every day with my life, and I felt like I was lacking purpose. I felt like I was lacking in what it was that I was called to do here on, you know, earth. And so the last thing that I just wanted to say is also remembering who I am. Remembering that, you know, we were all individually placed here for a reason. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in another video, but I think it's important to reiterate because in this world, we can forget who we are. We can start comparing ourselves to people that we see on social media, start comparing ourselves to our friends and our family. You know, if we have friends that are in our age group that are married and have kids, you can start comparing yourself to them and thinking, oh my God, I'm not married yet, I don't have kids yet, what's wrong with me? Or if you see people on social media that are doing X, Y, and Z with their lives and you feel like, dang, why am I not doing X, Y, and Z? You can get into this state of comparison, and which is another thing that can cause a lot of people to kind of get into that dark place. But remembering that you were placed here for a reason. There's something that you are specifically meant to do. So if our Creator wanted you to be that person, He would have made you that person, but He made you you. And so embrace you, embrace who you are, fall in love with who you are. And, you know, these thoughts are going to come. I'm not trying to make a video to like completely tell you never to think these thoughts again, because we're human, we go through life, things happen, and we get into these places. But the purpose of this video for me is just to really help you maybe get out of that place, so that you don't go through with that act. Because, you know, I really just pray that each and every one of us can learn to appreciate our lives, appreciate the lives that are around us, and just remember who we are and that we're worth something and that we're supposed to be here for a reason. And so I hope that this video, you know, was helpful to someone out there that may be going through suicidal thoughts or those feelings and just kind of not really knowing what to do. You know, definitely reach out to someone that you trust, someone that you feel like you can talk to. You know, I personally have never used the suicide hotline, but I will put it down below if you feel like maybe they can be a resource for you. The therapist that I used, I found them on BetterHelp. So if you would like to utilize BetterHelp as a service for therapy, I would recommend them as well. And also, if you are spiritual, definitely remembering who is in control of all this stuff and all these things, and just ask that, our Creator gives you the peace and comfort that you need to get out of whatever dark time that you may be in. But I love you all so, so much. I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Please don't forget to let me know your thoughts down below if you've ever experienced these thoughts, or if you don't want to talk about it out loud. Maybe just any words of encouragement that you may have for someone going through suicidal thoughts or depression or anything like that. Let me know, or let us know down in the comments below. But I love you all, and please remember that you are awesome and amazing, whole and complete, and the universe is working everything out perfectly for both you and for me. Love you guys.